Imagine the dead of night over the South China Sea. A lone silhouette streaks through the clouds at Mach 2, invisible to radar, silent as a ghost. Suddenly, enemy missiles lock on, but they don't fire. They can't find it. The jet unleashes a swarm of drones that fan out like a digital plague, jamming communications, hacking satellites, and striking targets 2,000 miles away without a single pilot risking their life. This isn't science fiction. This is the future of war, barreling toward us right now. And at its heart is America's NGAD, the Next Generation Air Dominance Fighter, the world's first true sixth-generation jet. One that doesn't just fly, it thinks, it adapts, it dominates. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear will redefine everything you thought you knew about air power, and why the race to build it could spark the next global conflict. Picture this, it's 1910, and the Wright brothers' flimsy biplanes are barely more than kites with engines. Fast forward a century, and those rickety machines have evolved into monsters of the skyjets that split the sound barrier, drop precision bombs from 60,000 feet, and turn battlefields into chessboards. But every leap forward came from blood and fire. World War. I gave us dogfights where pilots dueled like knights in the clouds. World War to birth the jet age with Germany's Me-262, the first operational jet fighter, screaming past Allied prop planes at 540 miles per hour. It was a game changer, but too late to turn the tide. The US learned the lesson fast. By Korea, F-86 Sabres were clashing with Soviet MiG-15s in the world's first jet versus jet battles, honing tactics that would define the Cold War. That era was pure adrenaline, MiGs diving from MiG Alley, Sabre pilots twisting through canyon-like valleys to evade radar. America racked up a 10-to-1 kill ratio, but it exposed a brutal truth. Air superiority isn't given. It's seized through innovation and ruthlessness. Enter the Vietnam War, where the F for Phantom ruled the skies. This beast could carry 18,000 pounds of ordnance, hit Mach 2.2, and down enemy fighters with Sidewinder missiles. Yet, even it struggled against nimble MiG-21s, teaching the Pentagon that speed alone wasn't enough. Survivability mattered. Stealth whispers began here, with radar-absorbent paints and tactics to hug the terrain. The 1970s brought the F-15 Eagle, a monster built for air-to-air supremacy. It claimed over 100 kills without a single loss in combat. But the real revolution lurked in the shadows. In 1975, a secret project at Lockheed's Skunk Works birthed the Have Blue demonstrator, a faceted diamond of a plane that barely registered on radar. From its ashes rose the F-117 Nighthawk, the first stealth fighter. Debuting in 1983, it flew into Baghdad during the Gulf War, dropping lasers on command bunkers while Iraqi radars swept empty skies. Stealth wasn't just tech, it was psychology making enemies fight phantoms. By the 1990s, the F-22 Raptor took it further. Unveiled in 2005, this angular predator combines stealth, supercruise sustained supersonic flight without afterburners, and thrust vectoring nozzles that let it dance like a Harrier hawk. It could track 20 targets, engage 12 with beyond visual range missiles, and vanish from sensors. Pilots called it invincible. The F-35 Lightning II followed, a network-centric marvel that shares data across battlefields, turning squadrons into a single, all-seeing eye. These fifth-gen jets F-22 and F-35 own the skies today, with over 1,000 F-35s built and counting. But here's the gut punch, they're already obsolete. Sensors evolve faster than airframes. Hypersonic missiles from China and Russia can spot stealth coatings from afar. Drones swarm like locusts. The fighter jet arms race never sleeps. And America is racing to leapfrog into the sixth generation. NGAD isn't a plane, it's a vision. Announced in 2020, the Next Generation Air Dominance program aims to field the world's first sixth-gen fighter by the early 2030s. Think F-22 on steroids, fused with AI, adaptive wings, and drone overlords. The Air Force wants 100 of them, each costing around $300 million steep, but peanuts compared to the trillion-dollar F-35 program. Why the rush? Geopolitics. China's J-20 Mighty Dragon prowls the Pacific, a stealthy behemoth with rumored sixth-gen upgrades. Russia's Su-57 Felon promises similar tricks, but NGAD isn't just countering them. It's rewriting the rules. Let's peel back the layers. 5th-gen jets like the F-35 rely on low observable stealth radar waves, bounce off angled surfaces or get absorbed by special coatings. NGAD takes it to quantum levels. Imagine a fuselage that morphs mid-flight, using smart materials to shift shape for optimal stealth at any speed or angle. Engineers call it adaptive stealth. Lasers embedded in the skin could actively cancel radar pings, like noise-canceling headphones from microwaves. And get this, it might not even need a traditional canopy. Pilots could control it remotely or via augmented reality helmets, projecting the cockpit onto visors while the jet becomes a faceless drone. Speed, forget Mach 2. NGADI's Mach 2 Super Cruise, as standard, with variable cycle engines from GE and Pratt & Whitney that sip fuel in cruise mode and roar like rockets in combat. These XA-102 engines adapt airflow on the fly, boosting efficiency by 25% over F-20 to power plants. Thrust over 45,000 pounds per engine, enough to climb to 65,000 feet in minutes. But the real magic is range. With drone tankers and in-flight refueling from loyal wingmen, NGAD could patrol the Pacific Rim for days, projecting power from Hawaii to Taiwan, without bases vulnerable to missile barrages. Weapons, 6th gen isn't about carrying bombs, it's about precision orchestration. Internal bays hold hypersonic missiles like the AGM-183AAR-RW, screaming at Mach 5 to gut enemy carriers. Before they blink, directed energy weapons lasers that melt drones at light speed zap incoming. Threats, particle beams or railguns could punch through hypersonic missiles. But the crown jewel is the collaborative combat aircraft CCA, or loyal wingman drones. Picture NGAD as the quarterback, commanding 4 to 5 semi-autonomous drones per jet. These CCA letters, cheaper at $20 to $30 million each, scout ahead, jam radars, or kamikaze into targets. AI lets them swarm in patterns too complex for humans. Overwhelming defenses like a wolf pack on steroids. AI is NGAD's brain. Open mission systems mean the jet learns in real time, predicting threats via machine learning. Combat Edge software fuses data from satellites, AWACS, and F-35s into a God's eye view. Pilots don't fly, they decide. Most people don't know this, but NGAD's AI could autonomously evade missiles, rerouting mid-dogfight while the human oversees. Ethical kill switches prevent Skynet scenarios, but the edge is terrifying in simulations. And God-led teams crush 20th century tactics 100 to 1. Now, rewind to the money trail, because nothing this advanced happens without billions and backroom deals. NGAD's roots trace to DARPA's Aerospace Innovation Initiative in 2014. But the real spark was 2016's Air Superiority 2030 study. The Air Force pitched it to Congress. Amid F-35 overruns $1.7 trillion lifetime cost. Lawmakers balked, but China's J-20 test flights lit a fire. Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman vied for contracts. In 2022, the Air Force awarded digital engineering deals, building virtual prototypes first to slash costs. By 2024, subscale demos flew secretly, proving concepts. Geopolitics fuels the frenzy. Taiwan Strait, tensions simmer. China's hypersonic DF-17 missiles threaten U.S. carriers. Russia's Ukraine war showcased drone swarms crippling tanks. Air power's next frontier. NGAD counters with penetrating counter-air, punching through anti-access area denial A2, AD bubbles. Imagine a Taiwan crisis, NGAD's launch from Guam. CCA letters blinding Chinese radars. Hypersonic sinking plane carriers. No pilots lost, enemies blind. But rivals aren't sleeping. China's rumored JXX 6th gen boasts plasma stealth and quantum radar. Russia's MiG-41 eyes orbital intercepts. Europe's FCAS and GCAP programs lag, leaving America to lead or fall behind. Hidden rivalries add spice. Boeing's bid faltered after KC for 6 tanker woes, leaving Lockheed F-2. F-35 Kings, and Northrop B-21 bomber stealth masters dominant. Insiders whisper Lockheed's edge in sensor fusion. Costs ballooned early, estimates hit $300 million per jet versus F-35's $80 million, sparking debates. Critics like Pierre Sprey, F-16 co-designer, call it a trillion-dollar boondoggle, arguing drones alone suffice. But Air Force Chief Gen. David Alvin insists, without NGAD, we lose the Pacific. Congress froze funding in 2024 over affordability, forcing a pivot to smaller buys and CCA letters first. If this is already blowing your mind how one jet could tip the balance of world power, take a second to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel get these deep dives to more people who need to hear them. Dive deeper into the tech evolution, because NGAD isn't flying solo. It's the apex of decades of black budget wizardry. Remember Area 51? Those UFO sightings? Many were NGAD precursors, explains like the SR-70 to hypersonic spy drone, hitting Mach 6, and God builds on that lineage. Its airframe uses thermoplastic composites, 30% lighter than F-20 to titanium, molded via 3D printing for rapid iteration. Wings might fold or extend like a bird's, optimizing lift for dogfights or loitering. Infrared signature near zero, with engine exhaust cooled by onboard cryogenics. Sensors redefine warfare. Next-gen gallium nitride radars scan 360 degrees without moving parts, detecting stealth foes at 200 miles. Quantum sensors exploit entanglement for unjammable comms. Cyber warfare suite hacks enemy jets midair, turning Su-57s into unwitting relays. Most people don't know this. NGAD integrates with the Joint All-Domain Command and Control JAD to network, linking jets, ships, subs, and soldiers in a seamless web. A single NGAD pilot could orchestrate a carrier strike group. Power and money entwined darkly. Lockheed's Skunk Works, birthplace of U-2 and F-117, pours billions into NGAD. CEO Jim Taiclet boasts game-changing prototypes flown since 2019. Yes, real iron in the sky, not just models. Northrop counters with B-21 tech transfer. Their scaled vector thruster demos hinting at insane maneuverability. Pentagon wargames pit NGAD against Chinese fleets. In one RAND study, a dozen NGADs with CCA letters sank 3 carriers, losing 0 assets. The flip side, supply chain woes. Rare earths from China bottleneck magnets for electric actuators. Sanctions bite back. Future. Impact escalates the stakes. By 2035, NGAD squadrons could deter invasion of Taiwan, forcing Xi Jinping to rethink aggression. But proliferation looms. Allies like Japan and Australia NGAD exports under GCAP. Exports mean tech leaks, imagine Iran or Turkey reverse engineering drone AI. Escalation risks skyrocket. NGAD's space layer integration with Starlink-like constellations enables prompt global strike. Hitting anywhere in an hour, enemies respond with anti-satellite weapons, blinding the force. Historical parallels chill the spine. The dreadnought battleship in 1906 sparked a naval arms race, bankrupting empires into World War I. God could do the same for air power. China's response? Billions into J-36 tailless designs and carrier-based stealth. Russia's PAC-DP high-altitude interceptor. Even India's AMCA lurks. The race isn't just tech, it's economic warfare. US GDP funnels 3.5% into defense. China's matches it, fueling ghost factories, churning drones. Surprise twist, NGAD might not look like a jet at all. Concepts show flying wings, blended fuselages, even lenticular shapes defying aerodynamics. Propulsion, hybrid electric engines for silent hover, laser-ignited scramjets for hypersonic dashes. Pilot optional ops mean man-to-man teaming, where NGAD mothers drone clouds that self-replicate via onboard fabs, printing mini drones mid-mission. Ethical minefield, who programs the AI to choose targets? Geneva Conventions strain against autonomous lethality. Geopolitical chess intensifies. Picture 2030. US deploys NGAD to Anderson. AFB, Guam. China masses J-20s over the Spratlys. Tensions boil. A drone skirmish ignites. NGAD's quantum-secure links outfox Chinese jamming. CCA letters flood skies. Hypersonics vaporize H-6 bombers. Beijing blinks or doubles down with fractional orbital bombardment. Allies rally. UK's Tempest integrates NGAD data. Australia's loyal wingman feeds the swarm. But Russia probes NATO flanks with Su-57s upgraded via captured Ukrainian tech. Money men pull strings. Raytheon's hypersonic seekers. BAE's electronic warfare pods. All NGAD subsystems mean jobs in 40 states. Buying congressional loyalty. Elon Musk's SpaceX eyes CCA launches from Starship, slashing costs. Critics warn of MAD 2.0 mutually assured disruption where cyber AI duels crash global nets before missiles fly. Build. Tension. Accidents happen. F-117's 1999 Serbia shootdown leaked stealth secrets. NGAD crashes could gift China radar data. Pilot training shifts to VR sims mimicking 20G turns. NGAD's thrust vectors enable. Women and minorities lead. First NGAD squadron boss might be capped. Elena Vasquez. F-35 ace from Texas, escalating to the horizon. NGAD reshapes society. Urban air mobility borrows tech. Cargo drones evolve from CCA bones. Climate warriors note efficiency. 40% less fuel burn aids green ops. But dark clouds gather. Arms control, non-existent for jets. Export NGAD to Saudis, and Yemen's skies turn hellish. Emotional core. This is human ingenuity versus extinction. Pilots, like those in Top Gun Maverick, embody the spirit. Cool under fire, bonds unbreakable. And God honors them, minimizing coffins while maximizing impact. Yet, power corrupts, unchecked. It tempts forever wars. As dawn breaks on this new era, and God stands as America's sword sharp, unseen, unstoppable. It changes air warfare forever. From lone wolves to AI hives, from Pacific patrols to orbital dances. Nations tremble, skies rewrite themselves. Now the real question is, in a world where jets fight smarter than humans, who wins the war for our souls? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories on the tech tipping the global balance like hypersonic arms, races, or quantum battles, subscribe, because what's coming next will shock you even more.